Hello students. So we are going to discuss about the electrostatics, and from the very beginning we are going to discuss about the Coulomb's law. So as you know, Coulomb's law is very similar and equivalent to Newton's law of gravitation as you studied. Suppose there are 2 point charges. There are 2 point charges. So the most important thing is point charges. Let us know what is point charges. If a charged body having a very negligible size, which can be represented at a point, this can be considered as a point charge, or charge spheres you can consider as a point charge, taking the center at the point. So that's why let us assume a point charge q1 is placed at here and q2 placed at here. Then Coulomb's law states that F proportional to q1 q2 and F proportional to 1 by r square. What is F here? F is electrostatic force. Coulomb's law is only applicable when both the charges are at rest with respect to each other. Clear? And both the charges should be 0.1. Okay. So now this is the statement of Coulomb's law. Now if you will find the formula for it, the formula will be F is equal to beta any proportionality constant q1 q2 by r square. Now this is the expression for Coulomb's law. Okay, but this is not the same as Newton's law of gravitation, because the constant beta is different. In case of Newton's law of gravitation, it was g, that is 6.67 10 to the power minus 11. It is a purely constant, universal gravitational constant, and it is independent of the medium inside which the bodies are placed. Now here the value of beta depends on the medium inside which the charges are placed. So that's why, to know more about beta, let us talk about beta here. Now beta is 1 by 4 pi epsilon. Beta is 1 by 4 pi epsilon, where epsilon is permittivity. You can follow the name. What is that? Permittivity. The symbol is epsilon, that is called permittivity. Permittivity of the medium inside which the bodies are placed. Now what is permittivity? It defines, or it only indicates the magnitude of the strength of the medium of the conducting the charges. Now as far you know, मेटल का कंडक्टिविटी सबसे ज़्यादा है, इसीलिए मेटल का परमिटिविटी भी सबसे ज़्यादा है, उसको लेते हैं हम लोग इन्फानाइट. सिमिलरली कंडक्टिविटी एयर का और वैक्यूम का सबसे कम होता है, इसीलिए हम लोग अज्यूम करते हैं उसके 8.854 10 to the power minus 12 in MK system. Okay, now let us talk about the value of permittivity. Okay, and the value of permittivity is like this. Now permittivity is epsilon 0 into epsilon r. So what is epsilon 0? The epsilon 0 is purely constant, that is called as absolute permittivity, or you can say that permittivity of free space. Permittivity of free space, which is a pure constant, and its value is 8.854 10 to the power minus 12 in MK system, and the value of this is 1 by 4 pi in CGS system. Note that it has two values. The epsilon r has two values. One is 8.854 10 to the power minus 12 in MKS unit, and 1 by 4 pi in CGS unit. Now let us talk about, it's a pure constant. Let us talk about epsilon r. It has three names. One is relative permittivity, another one is dielectric constant, another one is specific inductive capacity. Okay, now we can rewrite the Coulomb's law as like this: 1 by 4 pi epsilon q1 q2 by r square. Now by replacing the value of permittivity, we can get 1 by 4 pi epsilon 0 epsilon r q1 q2 by r square, right? See, first formula, replacing the value of permittivity, epsilon 0 epsilon r square. Then let us talk about the next value. Now the constant 1 by 4 pi epsilon 0. If you will put here the mk's value of epsilon 0, आप लोग को मिल जाएगा नियरली 9 इंटू 10 टू द पावर 9. ओके, ये हो गया आपका mk's वैल्यू, ये हो गया आपका mk's वैल्यू. अगर cgs वैल्यू डालेंगे इप्सिलॉन 0 का, आपका आ जाएगा 1, cgs का आ जाएगा 1. तो आप फॉर्मूला देखते हैं. तो f इज इक्वल टू, ये आ गया 9 इंटू 10 टू द पावर 9 बाई इप्सिलॉन r q1 q2 बाई r स्क्वायर. दिस इज फॉर mk सिस्टम, माइंडेड. Similarly, if you want to write for CGS, it will be only q1 q2 by epsilon r square. This is for CGS. Okay, now the most important thing is the value of epsilon r. The value of epsilon r is 1, that is for air or vacuum. Note that it is purely constant. It is a purely constant. It has no unit, it has no dimensions. Then it is infinite maximum, that is for any metal. And for dielectrics, all the insulators, it is greater than 1 for all the insulators or dielectrics. So now we can rewrite the formulas like this. Now Coulomb's law can be written as F is equal to 9 into 10 to the power 9 q1 q2 by r square. This is for air or vacuum in m case applicable, because epsilon r is 1 here, and this is only q1 q2 by r square. This is air and CGS. This is for air medium or vacuum medium, m case and CGS. Then how to use Coulomb's law? What are the important characteristics of Coulomb's force? This will be available on the next video.